We're live. Awesome. There we go. Streamer told me it's time to go live, so we are live. Hello, Maureen from Kansas. How are you tonight? We have got some really different things planned for you. I can only say they're different because I've never done this before. What we're going to use is we're going to use the COILS template, and that is going to show us some different things we can do with it. First off, is my sound on? Hi, Linda, my Michigander buddy. Can you hear me? I want to make sure that my headset's working okay. I know you guys have a little bit of a lag behind me, so I'll just give it a second. Sound is good. Okay, thank you so much, Linda and Maureen. I appreciate that. Now, tonight, I've got this little hitty. Hi, Debbie. Debbie's here from Bloomington, Illinois, and she can hear me as well. Good deal. Evelyn from New Haven, Indiana, and Kathy made it in from Long Island. I want to say hello to you all. There's Linda, my friend from New York. Your Buffaloes had quite a win yesterday, didn't they, Linda? That was an amazing game. Absolutely. Um, the Packers did pretty well too. I, I Deb, that's Cactus Deb to you, right? Deb is here from Arizona too. Um, when you look, oh, Lois, hi. Oh, Renee is here. Arena's here. And Bonnie is here from Green Bay, where the Green Bay Packers won their game yesterday. Lois is curious about how to use the spiral templates. Well, we're going to use them, I think, in a way that's going to be unexpected, Lois. Marion is here from Vancouver Island, Canada. Welcome. And Charlene is here from Colorado. Okay. So I'm going to come over here. I don't have anyone moderating tonight, so I'm going to do my best to keep an eye on what's going on. Yeah, I know where you live, Bonnie. Bonnie is in Green Bay, Wisconsin, a town that had a very good day yesterday. And the threaded lady Joyce is here from Mesa, Arizona. Oh, Kathy, yes, I have used the wishbone templates and they are so much fun. You could do so many things with them. If you would like, we could go ahead and schedule those for 2 weeks from today. I will put a note in uh, my day planner here because if it's not in writing, I don't remember it. This is what happens when we get old. Okay. Wishbones. Okay, guys, we're going to do wishbones on the 22nd. There we go. Get it in there for you, okay? Um, let's see now. Jean is here from Mount Vernon, Washington. Lisa made it in from Sugarland. Yeah, it's kind of different, isn't it, Bonnie? We're going to go a little step further with it. Okay, Kathy, we've got them down. We will do them in 2 weeks, okay? All right, now we're using coils tonight, but we're not going to use coils to make coils. So what I want to do is first want to show you how we do a coil. This is how we do a regular coil. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put my needle, pull my thread up, And want to, oh, good. You guys have a really good vantage point tonight. I've been playing and playing and playing. How can I get you to see things so clearly? Okay, there we go. So I'm going to turn it this way. And I'm going to try and grab my threads. Okay, there we go. Bring my, there we go. Okay, so what we want to do when we use the coil as it's supposed to be used, what I do is we want to keep these coils stable because you can see how much they move around. And so it really is advantageous to keep them nice and steady. Okay, put it down like this. There we go. That's a better vantage point. You're going to come all the way down. You're going to want to move your hands a couple of times on this. This is one place where I'm going to move my hands. And it's a process. This is definitely a template that you want to take your time with. It's not one that you can easily just put in here and go nuts with it. You want to take your time. You want to keep on one side or the other of the template. You want to be careful to keep your template very steady because when we come out, we have to come out the same path that we went in. And there we go. That's as far as we can go. Now we're going to come out in the same way, on the same path. And this is why it's important to keep the template stable. Okay. So that's how we normally use this coil. I'm not going to bore you with the rest of it because we just had this about a month ago. We did the different things coils can do. That's how it's intended to be used. Okay. But this is how we're going to use it. Oh, hi, Lee. Lee made it in from Indiana, and Joyce is here from Fairfield, California. Welcome both. So, this is just a little sample I did earlier today. Excuse me. And it's really kind of a fun thing. We're going to go a little further with this tonight. This was just kind of an idea of what we were going to do. So, what I want to do, and I want to do it on two sides. I want to do one where I'm using just the very tips of the coils, another one where I'm using a lot more of them. Now, I've got lots of templates out here. I also have, besides my coils, I have a small 8-inch crosshair. I have my 12-inch arc. And I have my Mini Spinifex Collection 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I want to show it to you as a motif, which would be more like this is. And I want to try and show it to you as a all over design. So let's do the motif first on this side. I'm going to use my 12-inch arc. What I want to do with it is I want to just come up this far. Then I'm going to twist it around to come up the rest of the way. So what this will do is it's going to give us a nice soft curve, nice soft S curve. If you have the feather spine, you can use that as well. Or there are several of the back-to-back quilts that would work the same way for this. So you have a lot of different options for your beginning this little motif. Oh gosh, I hope you guys like it. I've not been this nervous in a really long time presenting something, but I'm just nervous that you guys are not going to like it or I'm going to mess it up. One of the two. So here we go. The other thing I wanted to say about this could be done with different color threads. I think it would be adorable if we use different color threads, but for the sake of time, we're just going to use one tonight. Okay, this is going to be my bottom, and what that would be is a seam line, most likely. There we go. And I want to put it towards me because you can see it so much better that way. All righty. Put my needle down. There we go. Not going to do the whole thing. We're going to do this in an angle that is pleasing. I want it to be somewhat upright. I don't want to do this to it. Okay. A lot of traveling on this, but that's okay because you guys are getting really good at that stuff. Okay, so what I've done, now I'm going to stop and turn this, twist it around. And now I'm going to come back in the other direction, but I'm going to make it bend uh, a little further. There we go. Now we're going to go this way with it. What you're going to notice when I do this is it's almost imperceptual. You can't even, it's hard to, it's hard to identify where one starts and one begins. And that's what we want. And I am doing 2 layers of stitching here. It's going to help us in the long run, okay? Because we're going to be doing 3 and 4 layers. And it's always easier to go over 2 and make it look right as opposed to having 2 and then a section with 1 line of stitching and then 2, 3 a section with 3 lines of stitching. It looks really uneven. But after you put that second line of stitching, a third or fourth line is really not going to change the thread weight all that much. So, oh, my friend Ronnie is here from Northeastern Arizona. Hi, Ronnie. Welcome. So glad you could make it. Okay, so what I want to do here is this is to me now this is land down here. I'm pretending, okay? And this is my first stem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Spinifex 10, and this is my mini Spinifex 10. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it to make a leaf. Okay? Again, I think this would be so cool if we changed colors of thread, but with the time that I have in the evening like this, it just isn't enough time to do it that way. Now I'm going to take the 1.5 inch side, and I'm going to put another leaf on the other side. Very easy. There we go. Everybody's got that, right? Easy stuff. I should trim this thread off here, though. I got caught. There we go. All right. So now we're going to head up. If you want, you can put your 12-inch arc back in here. Use your spacing gauge and go up to where you want next, where you're going to stop. Oh, something's catching in my machine here. Oh, well, that was curious. There we go. Okay. Must be that ghost I have in here. I'm just going to go up a little way. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to get my small coil. And you're probably wondering why and how am I going to use it? What is it used for? What it's going to be used for, I'm going to put it right side up. It's going to be used for a branch that comes out from where we are at. There we go. I'm going to come back in, not all the way though. And I'm going to come in farther on my coil because the farther in we get, the more rounded our little branches are going to be. I'm going to do another branch right here. Come back down part way. Get kind of right in the center here and do a really tiny one coming out. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to follow this one. To do so, I need my spacing gauge. There we go. I need it to be there, perfect. Come back in here. Now I want it on, there we go. I want this side. Want to make sure I've got it spaced right. Oh, perfect. I'm back to that center stem. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work this out. Lift your foot. There we go. So what we've got here is our first little stem, which I really love. We're not going to put anything on it yet, though. I'm going to come back down. I want something to come out of here. And traveling is very easy, especially when you have this many lines of stitching. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take out the 5-inch. This comes in a set of 4. I really want to get it out here this time, okay? And we're going to head back. Now, as I head back, I'm going to change my direction again. So I want to get out there. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to set the template back in, and this time I'm going to go in this direction. And back to the center. Okay. We can line this up. There, I think that looks like the right spot. No, there we go. That's not hard to realign. Sorry, I looked away. Yeah, I'm gonna come back down. Personally, I find it easier to travel, but I want to show you that you can use the template to bring you back to the home base. It will make things not so difficult. So now what we've got is we've got some branches out here. I'm going to come up and make some more up here. I am going to travel. Now, my eye is telling me I need something small over here. So I'm going to get my small coil out again and go ahead and put that on. Okay. And here we go. We're going to make quite a sizable branch here. And you can see I got off of my oval, but it's okay. It just looks like a wider branch. It's not going to hurt anything, right? And I'm going to bring one up around the top too. I'm going to start right at the top. There we go. Okay. And I think we're going to go in this direction. And then we're going to make another one. In opposite direction. Now you can make as many of these little branch shapes as you want. Okay, and back at the top, I'm going to take this out. Now this portion was made with our 12-inch arc. So if we want to use our template to get back down, we need to use a 12-inch arc to do that. Okay, and here's my spacing gauge. And we'll come all the way down to the bottom. Traveling here. Okay, now I'm going to stitch in the ditch along here and stop. So right now we have got ourselves a really sad looking branches. Okay, let's make some more and then we're going to show you how to get them together. Okay, let's see where we're at. Wanda's here. Hi, Wanda, my friend from the other side of town. Oh, Ronnie, that is so cool. I hope you post a picture of it. I want to see it. Ronnie says she is working on her boot quilt. Yay. Jeanette, welcome from Sweden. And Bonnie says, I love every set of the mini spin effects. They are all so cute, and they are. There are. Um, yeah, it looks like a lot of work doing it with the coil. It is, but what I'm going to show you later will make more sense using the coil. Okay, Joyce? And Donna said, it's the dog's fault I am late. I was out on his walk when I realized what time it was. Rita, good morning. How are you? From northeastern Victoria, Australia. And Joy said, it's a Charlie Brown tree. It is. It really is. Okay. So I just lost my 12-inch arc. There it is. Okay, I'm not going to make this one as big. I'm just going to make it kind of small and I'm going to make it in the opposite direction, the other one. And we're going to come back down. And I'm going to come up a little way. I'm just going to travel, but I could use my 12-inch arc. I'm going to put this little guy in here. And we're going to come out. Okay, I'm going to come up a little way. Just going to travel. Flip this over. And I'm going to come in this direction this time. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and take it out. And what we've got here is we've got 2 branch 2 branches. That's what they are, just 2 branches. So let's make them a little prettier, okay? What I'm going to do is I am going to take my 8-point crosshair ruler and there we go. I want that to cross right there, and I want it to cross right here. So you'll see I put the center of the crosshair right at the top of this stitched out line. You don't have to. You can put it anywhere you want in the line. I will show you that next, okay? I just gotta get my tape off here. There we go. Get my bobbin thread up. I will be glad to have my 301 back out here. Okay, there we go. I love the Juki, and it does what I need it to do. The work 301 still my favorite. Okay, whoops, going in the wrong direction. There we go. I'm just gonna go around it quickly. And this is Spin Effects 8, and it is the 1.5 inch. I'm gonna get rid of these threads here before they cause us a jumbled up mess. There we go. Just one more. Okay, I'm gonna leave my needle in the center there and take my template out. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, again, I'm using my number 10 template, and I'm going to make a small leaf right here. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to come out, I'm going to go up, I'm going to stop where I hit that flowered petal, and there we go. What that's going to be is that that leaf will be behind the flower petal. Okay, I'm going to come back to center. I'm going to just travel. You can by all means use your coil. Now I'm going to make just a bud on the top. Okay, I'm going to use this to do it with, and this is the Spin Effects 9. And I am using the small one. the 1.5 inch. Now, you'll notice I did not put any crosshair markings on that. Oh my goodness, it fell. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I I apologize. Okay. Yep, I've got it now, Carla. I'm sorry. Yeah, the this thing moves sometimes. Okay, you missed it totally. We're gonna do it again, Deb. Okay? Okay. We're in there now, huh? Good. I'm gonna show you a bud. This is how I would do a bud. I'm just gonna move my template over to the side. This is not going to be a whole rotation. It's just going to be a part of one. And then I'll move it back to the other side. I'm going to leave the template or leave the needle right there because what I want to do is I want to put a leaf behind it on one side. And I am going to use the larger leaf. Okay, there we go. Again, I want it to look like it is behind the flower bud. So I'm only going to go until I hit that flower bud, and then I'm coming back to center. And this is a lot easier for you to see how it looks like it's behind. Okay, we're gonna come down. I'm just gonna put a leaf here, a small one. You can put as much or as little on these as you want. Yeah, just gonna double stitch it. There we go. I'm gonna come up here. I kind of got those both in the same on the same level, the same plane. And normally I would watch for that and I would not let that happen. I need to adjust my foot. There we go. I'm just gauging this. I'm doing it by eye. Let's move it around here. Oh, what the problem is my foot is loose. There we go. Oh, much better. Okay. This is just another way you can use the flower, make a flower out of it. And I'm going to just go ahead. I would probably put a couple more leaves here. But here's what we've got on this little guy. Get rid of some of that so you can see it. I probably would not have put this guy so close here either. I would probably had him peeking up out of the back side of it. So, okay, so you guys are seeing things now. All right, good. Let's do another flower that you missed here, and let's do it up here. And then I want to get on to the other design idea that I've got for you, okay? Come all the way up here, guys. The key to this is just to keep your angles and everything as natural as possible. Okay. I should have done this first. Um, A lot more. There we go. Okay, so here's my 8-point cross here. You could do 6, you can do 5. You know, that's the nice thing about these. You can do any number you want. I think that the flowers are actually prettier with a few less rotations on them. Okay, which one didn't we do yet? Let's do this one. We haven't done that. Okay, so I'm going to use the Spinifex 8 again. Oh, I guess we did use that. Well, you'll see that I'm not worried if I come off of that line as I'm going up and down it. I'm really not. You can embellish your petals. You can make petals look like they're sticking out from one another by doing this, by coming up and back and stop when you hit that petal next to it. Okay, we'll do that again. Well, you'll notice I put the 8-point crosshair in there, but I'm not using it. I'm just spinning it around to a point where where I think it's gonna look good. By going over the petals twice, what you're doing is you're keeping them the same approximate weight as the stems. Let's do one more here. And there we've got it. Now I'm going to leave my needle here because I'm going to stitch back up a ways right about there. And this is just an arbitrary measurement. It's not anything written in stone. And I'm going to bring this out again. This again is the number 10. And we're just going to add a small leaf here. And we're going to have it poking out from behind the flowers. And we could put another one by coming down a little way. And having it come only as far as the petal that we put in. Now, you can also break thread with each of these if you want. You don't have to, but you could. So you might want to come here and put a large leaf. Get one of your larger Spinifex templates and do that. Okay. So that's how you do kind of a motif. Okay. Um, it's it's nice if you're doing a floral quilt and you're having some blank or solid color blocks to put something like this in and just put your own bent on it. Because I think that it's yeah, Suzanne said she loves adding the leaves. The leaves I think are a necessary part. Okay. So that's the one thing I had. And the next thing that I have now is only uses the coils. So I'm going to clean up this mess I have here. Okay. And I'm going to pull the coils out and we'll go ahead and start at the bottom again. And you're still seeing me, so that's a good thing. Where did my stupid thread go? There it is. I knew I had it, and I know it's a full bobbin this evening. There we go. I'm just going to do some tie off stitches here, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut this thread. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off very similar to what I did on the other one. I'm going to use the big one. I'm sorry. I grabbed the wrong one. This is the one that I want to start with. Now, what you're going to see is these look like they're perfectly round, but they're not. Okay. If you go from here to here, you're just going to get a part of that, and it's more oval than circle, okay? So when I'm starting, I know where I want to be, and here we go. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna take it out so you can see what I've done here. I've come up and I've come back and I've stopped. Now what I'm going to do, I had it in like this, and I'm going to change the direction, and I'm going in a different direction so you can see what I'm doing here. I want it to be smaller though. This will work. Now again, there's going to be a lot of traveling in here. A lot that you could do free motion, or you can slip your templates back in and do them that way. Okay, I'm going to go with a smaller one now. Oops, down we go. And I want to bring this one up this way, but I want it to be relatively small. And here we're going to come in further yet. Oh, I'm going out, not in. That's the problem I have. The hardest part of it to me is, which way am I going, guys? Which way am I going? Okay, come right to the center. And I'm going to come out a little ways. To take it out. I'm going in the wrong way. So what I want to do is I want to get up here a little way. At the end, I want to keep that one going, but in a different direction. There we go. There we go. I'm going to get the smallest one I could get here. Up there. Stop right there. Bring this out. I'm going to get a smaller size. I'm just trying to move this so it's easiest for you all to see. I guess it's good like this. Okay, I want to get smaller again. The further out you go, the smaller you're going to want to get. Dizzy, huh? That's where my other template went. Okay. All righty. We're going to put another one in here. Okay, Deb, your turn to smile. Wrong way, Corgan. I'll go the other way. Oh, yeah. So what you want to do is you want to just keep taking off from one another. And it's going to get to a point where it's just going to look too tall and scraggly, right? This is what we want it to look like. So we're going to come back down. Again, use your templates, travel if you want. Oh, I just got off really bad. Come back all the way to the bottom. Right there. And put this size on. Smaller. If you want it smaller, you just bring in the foot in deeper into the coil. Okay. Nothing slipped. around. This side leaves things kind of in it just in swirls. You're not going to put any flowers or anything, but you're gonna wanna continue making these little loops and building off of the first one. I would come up here and come off in this direction, and then I would come up here in this direction and just keep building and keep building. This is a great fill. It's a great fill. It's not really hard work, as you could see, but it really gives an air of sophistication. Yeah, Lee, it looks almost like art. It looks almost like a filigree. You're right. And I I really like this. And if you wanted to put a couple of small blooms or something in here, that would be that would work as well. Let me just take this out so I could show you. If I had more time, I'd be able to do a bigger area. And I will tell you, the bigger the area, the prettier this looks, this side. Um, Very simple. Be good on a modern quilt. Now, this is also very pretty. It's just something that you might want to put in a floral quilt or a quilt for a favorite lady, or even if you're making placemats for springtime and you want some flowers in. Again, I would go ahead and use the green and use different color threads for the flowers. I really think that that would look nice. So this is a different way of using your corals, guys, but it's the way that you can use your coral templates as a fill, as opposed to just the coils, if that makes any sense to you. Um, I hope that you like this. I let's see. Bonnie says that would be very pretty with metallic thread and some rhinestones for a Christmas design. You're absolutely right, Bonnie. It would. Oh, Linda, you are welcome. So both Lindas and Suzanne, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you, Kathy. Interesting, right? It does open up possibilities, Lee. Lee said this is very interesting, opens up more possibilities, and that's what I like to do. Here I would have come off again. As I'm looking at it, I'm thinking so many things I could have changed. If I were to keep going on it, I would put a lot more in. So anyway, gotta say my little speech here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I will be here tomorrow evening. We're going to be doing spinning wheels 18 and 19. Oh, Ronnie, you're so welcome. Bonnie, you too. Appreciate it so much. I do appreciate you all giving me a part of your day to come and have some fun with me. And I just hope that you find it useful. And don't forget, if you want to get a hold of me, sewstay.com under the Elevate tab, you will find instructors and all of my contact information is there. Please use it. Feel free to. So until we see you tomorrow evening with Spinning Wheels number 18 and 19, let's quilt.